Hey friends, I hope you are doing well and having a great time. Recently, I have listened to the audiobook summary of Dopamine Nation, Finding the Balance in the Age of Intelligence. This is the book actually. I didn't find it the original one, so I just listened to the audio summary. One of the most important discovery in neuroscience in past 100 years that the part of our brain which is responsible for pain and pleasure are co-located, which means we feel the pain and pleasure in the same part of the brain. It is about addiction, how it can cause us compulsive overconsumption. Addiction, you might be thinking, what is addiction? Addiction is a type of behavior or activity. We know it is harmful for us, but we continue doing it. We are living in modern era where too much of everything is available, not in ancient time where we were living in a scarcity, but now we are living in dopamine nation. Everything is too much instant, like social media, drug, everything is so swiftly available. New messages, TikTok, coffee, extra sugar, muffin, YouTube, cigarettes. We are living in time of unprecedented access to high reward, high dopamine stimuli, drug, food, Netflix, gambling, shopping, gaming, texting, sexting, Facebooking, Instagramming, YouTubing, tweeting. The increased number of variety of potency is staggering. The smartphone is modern day hypodermic needle delivering digital dopamine 24 hours. Dopamine is the motivational hormone which drives us to go and do things, which drive us to go get food when we are hungry, to find mate and go outside and explore the world. The problem is that this is being hijacked and we are getting too much of everything. And it is the problem. So people say, okay, that shouldn't be a problem, but that is a problem. Director Anna Link, which author mentioned in the book, a seesaw model in this book. Imagine this seesaw that represents your mental health and mental balance. We have pain in one side and pleasure on second side. When we do something which is pleasurable, whether we eat any type of food or junk food or sugary stuff or do social media scrolling or play a video game, what happens? It tips our brain balance to pleasure side. As a natural mechanism, our brain always tries to come back on natural baseline. So our brain puts some counterweight on the pain side, bring it on the base. Like, imagine you go to a party, you enjoy there. After 1 hour, you still feel nice. And after some hour or fast, you feel normal. Here comes the problem. When we get a large spike of highly rewarding things too quickly, the brain overreacts. So when we eat super sugary junk foods or get the hyper stimulation scrolling, super engaging feed on social media, so we are putting too much spike on the pleasure side. So as a natural mechanism, our brain tries to bring our natural baseline. It is too much too quickly. So what our brain does, it puts some counterweight. It puts some counterweight on it. Your body trying to regain balance overcompensates, that's too much too quickly. As a result of smoothly returning to the base state, you will actually feel worse after strong stimulation. Anything that make you feel really good really quickly make you feel worse afterwards. Hina Limbic is professor of psychiatry and addiction medicine at Stanford University School of Medicine and chief of the Stanford Addiction Medicine of outstanding research in mental health, par excellence in teaching. And let's listen Dr. Anna's point of view.
This is the fundamental problem. If you look at rates of depression and anxiety all over the world today, they are going up, skyrocketing. Suicide rates too. Also physical pain. The richest countries in the world are the countries that have the most suicide, anxiety, depression, and physical pain. And this is by many different measures, many different survey measures, many different types of studies. So clearly we have something very strange going on here, where the more we have of the kinds of ideal things that we think would make a good life, right? Lots of food, lots of fun stuff, lots of medicines to protect us from illness and pain. We've clearly reached some kind of tipping point. We're now essentially more miserable than ever. And the question is why? And I do think that the pleasure-pain balance explains that. Because our primitive brains were not wired for an easy, hyper-convenient world, we are suffering as a result of all of this access to these feel-good things. The first thing that we need to do is to cut out all of these feel-good substances and behaviors, at least for long enough for essentially dopamine fasting, right? Whatever your source of dopamine is, to cut it out for long enough.
The author shared few story from her books, like one of our patients, she was smoking too much weed. Type of cigarette, and there was another guy who was college dropout and staying with his parents, and he was also playing all the night games, video game, and daytime sleeping. So when they came to the analytic, they said, because we are stressed, we are having depression and anxiety. If our anxiety will go away, we will stop using such kind of activities or overconsumption of such dopamine pleasure. She said, you know what, if I wish I would have, magic wand, I could fade away, vanish your anxiety and depression, but still you people would be using it. You know why you people are having such kind of activities, why you people are smoking, and because of you people are addicted of dopamine pleasure. Initially, you people started feeling pleasure. So she gave them a solution of dopamine fast. Okay, that is the main solution in this book. 30 days, you are not going to use any such kind of overstimulating material like smoking or like playing video game. So initial days, she even mentioned to them that initial day it would be worse. You will feel so much hard. You will feel so addicted. You will feel not calm with yourself. As days passed, you will feel much more better. After 30 days, when they returned, they felt so much calm, so much relief, not sleepless. They say, okay, we are feeling so much relieved. Okay, so let me tell you one of my own real story with you people. Once in my life, long time ago, I was, also going rough time in my life. To avoid that, uncomfortable feelings. So I install, lots of social media application in my phone, gaming application, and I started using too much mobile phone. I was so busy, busy as a bee in my phone all the time, scrolling, searching, chatting, playing game. So I realized that, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so burnout, tired, exhausted, sluggish. When somebody talked to me, I feel like, irritated. I couldn't, concentrate on anything. Nighttime I was playing that time, so my eyes were burning. I feel like, so much, I was getting so much side effect. Then after that, I realized, oh my gosh, this is not the way I'm going to spoil. I'm going to ruin my life. I have to control this addiction. I'm feeling so addicted. So I realized it. I requested one of my loved one in my family member, okay, keep this phone in your cupboard. If it will be with me, it will be maybe hard for me, so keep it with you. Whenever there will be emergency task, then give it to me. So initial day, guys, it was extremely hard. I realized, oh my gosh, I'm so addicted to the phone. So after a few days, I felt normal. My baseline of dopamine came to normal. Again, my brain, some days, some weeks passed, I felt so normal. And after that, I took my phone, I was normal, I uninstalled, deleted all the application, turned off the notification, which was not, pivotal, important. I even deleted games, and I had, I started having a good relationship with my phone. I just use it in a limited time. So anybody can be addicted to anything, whether it is drugified, the technology, it is gambling, it is anything can be, so addicted if we overuse it. Nowadays, we are having everything is easily on a click. By shopping, by everything we can easily available. So be wise, use your time, use the technology. You should be the in charge, okay? That thing should not be your in charge. So take care of yourself, look after your loved one, stay safe. See you.